For the longest time, I've said I'm not a fan of subscriptions. And when I say that, I have to give a big caveat because I have plenty of subscriptions. You know what I subscribe to? I subscribe to YouTube Premium, which has all of the YouTube video premium features, as well as YouTube Music, which basically has the same collection of music as your Spotify's and your Apple Musics. I also subscribe to Apple Music just because, it's my job to do this, so I kind of have to have these subscriptions. I have Netflix, I have Disney Plus, I have Stan, I have KO, which is a sports channel here in Australia. I have ESPN because I love my ice hockey and it's the only way to watch it here in Australia. So I probably spend in the vicinity of $100 a month for subscriptions. So I'm renting all that content for $100 a month, which is a significant investment. It's like $1,200 per year that I pay for these subscription services. But I'm not thrilled, but I'm happy/comfortable paying for that. And the main reason for that is that there is always new content. Like today's hockey game or today's cricket match is different from yesterday's and last week. So it is new content. Netflix are adding new shows and movies all the time, which are different from last week's. So that makes sense. What doesn't make sense is paying for something which is static and which is not evolving and not adding and not updating over time. So this is why I moved away from Adobe. And look, if you love Adobe Creative Suite, if you love your Photoshop and you love your Premiere Pro, I did too. I thought they were cool apps. I thought they were great apps. And back in the day where I could just buy them, buy the suite and spend, I think, $300 or $400, whatever it was, and just get the latest version and then use it, knowing that it would keep working. Yeah, they'd add some bug fixes. And then in a few years' time, they might bring out a whole new version. And if I was happy with my version, I'd stay there. If I wanted the new bells and whistles, I'd buy the new version. What we've got now with a lot of these software packages and apps is that you don't actually buy them. You rent them. So you rent the service. It's almost like renting like off-site software that sits in the cloud. You don't actually ever own the software. And look, ownership versus rental is not a big thing, except with the fact that, I don't know about you, but when I go back to like really old things that I created, so I used to use a bit of software called Cakewalk Music Creator, and when I go back to that now, I can load all those programs because I still have that. I have hundreds of Adobe Premiere Pro projects that I just can't open because even though I paid the Creative Suite cost for a couple of years, as soon as I stopped paying that, my projects are dead. Anything I created in Adobe Photoshop or in Adobe Premiere Pro is gone forever. Well, it's not. It's gone until I choose to start paying again. So to me, software as a service, the whole SaaS model, that's big in corporations. Like if you're a corporate, then yeah, I kind of get that because you need to actually have the ongoing support, bug fixes, someone there to troubleshoot problems. If you're running a system and you're using Salesforce or something like that, I understand the whole SaaS software as a service model. However, for the consumer, I just don't like it. I really don't think it works well. So that's why when I saw this new way of doing things, and look, it's not going to be for everyone. Again, not everything will be for everyone. And I wanted to put that up on Front Street because too often I'll say something or there'll be an opinion and someone's like, no, that's not it. And the key thing is, if you start with the words, in my opinion or in my experience, that's what a rant's all about, then I don't think no one can say, no, you're wrong. They can just say, no, I disagree with you. And more power to you if you disagree with me. If you love your software as a service model, if you love subscriptions, great. If you think everything should be free and it should be a completely community-based society where no one actually ever profits from anything, well, yeah, I might have to go back in time to try and rework things that way. Because unfortunately, for better or worse, it is a commercial model. And we reward people by paying them for things that they do. And I'd be an ultra hypocrite if I said that was a bad thing and everything should be free, because you probably watched an ad before you started watching this show. But this new way of doing things, if you missed the start of the show, the new way that Michael has done this with Loopy Pro, where you pay for it and then you own it outright. So you own that piece of software. He then goes away and works on it for 12 months. It then hits a point in time where the new stuff starts getting added. And you can either go, I'm happy and content with what I've paid for and I've got my value, and I'm going to keep what I've got. Or you can say, okay, I'll upgrade to the new version and I'll pay you for that as well. I think it lets you have your cake and eat it too, in my opinion. So you're not paying that $10 a month forever. Because people look at this and they're like, but it's $50. Why am I paying $50 for one app? Yet those same people would probably pay $4.99 a month, which guess what, is $60 a year. and think that they're getting a good deal to use an app as a service. And then again, as soon as they stop paying that, the app goes away and all the projects they've created in it also go away. So that is my view. But again, I'm interested in your opinion, because as I say, opinions are like buttholes. Everyone's got one.